welcome back to another episode here on my YouTube channel. Today, I want to share with you the number one mindset shift trick that I used to help me to stick to a raw diet now over 9 years. So if you're interested in learning about that, stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. Before we get into the number one mindset shift trick, it's Black Friday time, and I wanted to share just a few of the things that we are part of and that we are offering for Black Friday sales. So if you've been interested in grabbing any of our recipe ebooks or any other things that we use, that we enjoy, check out all the links in the description box below because there's quite a few things. The Excalibur dehydrators are on sale, the Harvest Right freeze dryers are on sale. There's a super amazing sale for Osea, the vegan skincare line that I really love to use. So that's in there. But probably the biggest one is the plant-based bundle. Inside this bundle, you're getting over 130 different ebooks and courses and stuff, but you're getting 12 things from Nate and I, valuing it over $460 for only 50 bucks in this bundle. So if you really wanted some of our stuff, you can grab the bundle and download 12 of our things. In this bundle, we have our wrap book, the hand salads wrap book, tacos, party food appetizers, holiday menu plan 1 and 2. Number 2 is brand new. We've got some new recipes in there. Make It Raw 2 that I wrote with Chef AJ. You get my Checkmate Your Cravings video course, Nate's microgreens video course, his kitchen essentials video course, his Alive book talking about sprouts, and dude food and ice cream. So you're getting all 12 of those for 50 bucks. So if you're interested in that, go click the link in the description box below. And if you didn't want to get the bundle, but you still wanted to get some of our ebooks, we have a 60% off Black Friday sale going on right now. The code is RAWFOOD60 in our store. Again, all the links are in the description box below. Just go down there and see all the cool things that are going on for Black Friday. So let's get into it in this video. The number one thing that I feel that has helped me every day to stay raw and to stick with my healthy habits is to focus one day at a time. And this has been throughout my entire journey. Every day I wake up and I say, today I choose to eat raw food. That's what I choose today. I don't need to focus on being raw for a decade, or I didn't even have to focus on being raw for a week. All I needed to do was focus one day at a time. And yes, obviously, you might want to grab extra groceries for the next couple of days and you want to plan ahead in certain aspects, but to focus on one day at a time. And to not get overwhelmed with the word never. So this was something that happened a lot to me in the beginning, was sort of feeling like, wow, I'm never going to have that thing. And never is quite a big word for our minds to wrap themselves around. Never is kind of like this abstract thing for us. And when we say never, it can be very fearful for some people, especially if they have a really strong habit with that thing. Saying never can feel very scary. So for example, we'll just use pizza as an example. Saying like, I will never eat pizza again, or I will never eat cheese again. Never is such a strong word that it can kind of make you want it more in a way. And it also puts you in like a restrictive box. So what I did to help get out of that was to tell myself another day. Instead of using the word never, I would use another day. So I would focus today, one day at a time. Today I choose raw vegan foods. And maybe some other day I'll have pizza. Some other day I may have potato chips. Some other day I'll order takeout. Some other day. Because some other day could be never. It could mean never. You may never order that takeout. You may never have pizza again. But just giving yourself that control back and saying, I choose raw today, and I allow myself the potential later on down the road to have that if I want it, then it pushes it off, kind of like procrastinating, right? We're really, really good at procrastinating a lot of stuff. So if we procrastinate these unhealthy habits or habits that we don't want to have anymore, then it can really bring us back into the present because we just let it go. We're like, oh yeah, I could have pizza, but today I'm choosing raw. Today I'm choosing what aligns with my goals. And today, this is what I want for myself. Then the secret is to wake up tomorrow and do the exact same thing all over again. So every time you're saying, I'll have it another day, I'll have it another day, you just continually push it off without putting yourself into the never box. Because the never box, again, can be really scary for some people, and that can push them to feeling so restrictive that they go back to eating those foods. So again, it's really a mindset shift. It's really, what do you really want? Because we may want the pizza, we may want the potato chips, we may want these things. And instead of feeling bad about wanting those things, we should start looking at the outcome of choosing what aligns with our goals. Instead of that immediate gratification, we get a different kind of immediate gratification. And now when we choose healthy foods, there are immediate gratification rewards for choosing the healthy foods, but it's usually, most of the really good stuff happens long-term. It's through consistency, it's through patience, it's through doing it every day when we can get these other health benefits. But in the moment, we want the pizza, we want the chips, maybe we've gone too long without eating and we're hungry, we just want anything. But really focusing down to one meal at a time, one day at a time, this can really help, because we're focusing on the smaller journey, I guess, so to speak. We're not thinking 10 years down the road. We're not thinking of eventually when I get to this place or when I feel better or whatever. We're focusing just on today. And we may not feel all of those things that we will in 5, 10 years down the road. But we want to feel proud of ourselves. We want to feel empowered with our decision. We want to feel fresh and hydrated and on track. We want to feel these things within ourselves. So when we do focus one day at a time, we wake up and we say, today I'm choosing raw food, or today I'm choosing to eat plant-based foods, or today I am a vegan. And then you make choices based around your choice for the day, and then you just do the same thing again tomorrow, and then you do it again the next day. And now I've been raw over 9 years. Going to be 44 in a couple weeks. So I have had a long lifetime of trying this thing and not being able to stick to it and falling off the wagon and all that. And what I've learned over the course of my life is that really, we all talk about the moment and living in the moment and living in today. And we really have to apply that to ourselves, because tomorrow will be another today. So if we want to have a good tomorrow, then we have to live a good today. So what aligns with who you want to be? If you want to be a vegan, what choices do you need to make today to practice that? If you want to be raw, what decisions do you need to make today to practice that? If you want to be an athlete, what do athletes do every day? We have to practice those things today. Today is the day that matters. So make those choices, because then tomorrow they'll be a little bit easier. We get good at what we repeat. If we repeat procrastination, we just get good at that. If we repeat practicing the piano every day, we get better at the piano. If we practice choosing raw food and planning out our day, we get better at that. Every single time we make that choice, we get better at it, and it just gets easier and easier and easier the more often you repeat it. So I've had a lot of people ask, well, how long does it take? And it's not how long does it take, it's how many repetitions are you willing to do to get to that point where it becomes easy, it becomes habit. So focusing one day at a time, and just wake up and say, today I choose raw food, or today I choose vegan. That is probably one of the most impactful things that has worked for me. And I would also as a bonus tip, I would plan for the next day. So that day that I was choosing raw food before going to bed, or first thing in the morning, it really depended on the day, but normally before bed, I would be like, well, I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow, so I'm gonna have this for breakfast, this for lunch, this for snacks, and this for dinner. Write it down, because writing stuff down makes our goals appear faster. We're more likely to do them. So write them down, write down the recipe if you have to, read through the recipe if you have to. Sometimes it only takes a couple minutes to do this, but plan out your next day so you're ready to go. And then when you wake up, you're like, today I choose raw food, and then go over what you plan to have for the day, and you're good to go. So just have to make sure that you schedule in the prep work and get the prep work done so that you can actually enjoy the day. Because if we don't plan and schedule, then we end up just winging it, and winging it isn't really the best way to go about it anyways, because we go too long without eating, and then we choose things in the moment that may not be aligned with our plan. So planning, focusing one day at a time, this would be my biggest tip. And if you want to enjoy over $460 worth of our content, along with all the other stuff that you get in the bundle for 50 bucks, this is like the biggest sale that we have this year, and you can get it, 50 bucks, gets you all that stuff, all 12 of those ebooks that we talked about, plus, like I said, so many others from so many other creators in the plant-based bundle. So click the link in the description box below for the bundle. We also have 60% off code going right now for our content on our websites. RawFood60 is the code to get 60% off. We're also part of a yoga bundle that has different content in it. I contributed my transition guide, the 52 to a New You, to that yoga bundle. So if you're into yoga and you want to do a lot of yoga stuff, check out the yoga bundle. That's also linked in the description box below, along with the link for Excalibur Dehydrators and Osea Malibu Vegan Skincare and the Harvest Right. All the goodies are all on sale. Go check it out if you're interested in any of that. And thank you so much for joining me for this video. We'll be back tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned and fruit on.